1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Signed to Michael Jackson, then signed to Madonna. Toured with Britney Spears, where you learn what I wanna do. A girl like you, got the 7 digits, got the area code too. Heated it up with 98, did the all that music and more, and it felt great. Now we're back to the top industry, I'm like, no pop music, but a whole lot of talk. Come along for the ride, going straight to the top. Tommy and Mac and Eric Stress, the bad boys of pop.
Hey!
Hey,
Yes.
what's going on?
The bad boys of pop.
So, I don't think we broke down the elements of the song on the show yet.
Yes.
But I was talking to you about it, and did you picked up on pretty much, well, you picked up on most of it, I think.
Pew, pew. I like those.
Neptune's
The Neptunes.
sound. The Neptune sound, right?
Yes. So, well, let's break it down. I mean, the very first thing we say,
We okay.
signed to Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Because we were.
And then signed to Madonna.
And then signed to Maverick. Yes.
Because that happened.
And then
Toured with Britney Spears.
toured with Britney Spears. And then the What I Want to Do was our first single.
Right. Off of the
second
that
album.
Yeah.
A Girl Like You was our biggest hit, if you will.
And it was Hit Me With the 7 Digits.
And people really had issues with that.
Right. So, we got the area code too. Now we're back doing it, and we're not doing music at the moment. Who knows? Maybe we'll do some music at some point. But
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
But we're doing this podcast, and so briefly, so the song, it's kind of an LL Cool J
little
right
throwback.
at the beginning,
Pew,
and
pew.
then Neptunes, and then over to a little Beastie Boys vibe,
Yes.
and that's the theme song in a nutshell.
And welcome
welcome.
to the
Welcome
podcast.
to the Bad Boys of Pop.
Bad Boys of Pop. We're here.
Yeah. All right. So the segment we've decided is going to be called "Have You Heard the News?"
Have you heard the news?
Mondays segments will be "Have You Heard the News?" and we're going to be doing something really exciting starting next week. It's going to be "Have You Heard the News?" in the form of
7 questions. 7 questions. 7 questions.
Get
Show
4,
you win. That's right. You get 4, you win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh wait, no. It's head to head.
It's head to head, yes.
To
So-
show who wins. You were right. I was wrong.
Yes. Did you hear that, world? I was
You
right.
win. You are the winner.
I win.
Okay, let's
Have you
jump
heard
right
the
in.
news?
Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Okay, so we'll start off on kind of a somber note, if you will. Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch,
And Oscar the Grouch, yes.
and a few other peripheral characters on Sesame Street. Carol Spinney did pass away, and I found out he is actually cousins with a couple of people that I know that I used to work with.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That's
they posted
awesome.
on Facebook, and it was like this thing, "Hey cousin, blah blah blah, whatever," and it was a whole thing with all three of them. And so anyway,
Small world.
my condolences to
I know. What a national treasure,
Jeremy
right?
and Brooklyn, and to the other family and friends of Mr. Carol Spinney. National treasure.
Right? I was obsessed with Sesame Street and all the Muppets, really, and I just find it to be so. It's fascinating that it's still such a huge. It's still in everyone's lives still to this day. Mm-hmm. So and Big Bird was always one of my favorites. Do you know that Big Bird had to fly? It was so expensive.
Big Bird could fly?
To book Big Bird because they had to fly them first class, and Big Bird had to take up 2 first class seats just for the costume itself, and then the Muppeteers and the actors.
See, if Big Bird could actually fly, they wouldn't have to pay for
It's kind
that.
of ironic that like the bird was the most expensive way
Flyer.
to fly because he was such a big character.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a fun fact. But also,
And was Kermie a Muppet as well?
yeah, they're all Muppets. They're all under Jem Henson.
I hear that it is not easy being green.
It's not easy being green. But I have to say, I mean, Tommy and I have been doing concerts, since we were, knee-high to a pig's eye. So I've seen a lot of people perform. And we've been to a lot of concerts. But I have to say that when I saw Muppets at the Bowl, I think had to be my favorite concert I've
How
ever
old
been
were
to.
you?
It was last year.
Okay. I love it. I love that.
I just think it's so clever, and if you really think about the artistry that these puppeteers and these actors are doing with these, it's so fascinating. And you can either watch them, or you can watch the character. And I just thought it was so clever
because you can't watch both.
I mean,
it's kind of like you can't look at both of someone's eyes.
I preferred to watch
time.
the character because then if I watched the actor, it kind of took me out of the world.
But you know what? They all deserve some fanfare.
Yeah!
Yeah. All right.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right. Awesome. So thank you, Carol Spinney, for all the fun.
Well, speaking of more puppets and what has been breaking the internet with the new upcoming movie of Star Wars is little baby Yoda. Little baby Yoda.
I have heard that. Yeah, baby Yoda is freaking everywhere.
It's everywhere. But now here's my question for you, Tommy. Mm-hmm. What does it mean when they say break the internet?
I think it's just like I think it's a misnomer. Because the internet still works.
Yeah, they didn't break it. I mean, I still am connected to the Wi-Fi.
I connected to the Wi-Fi's.
So
well.
I don't know why it's broken.
It's not broken. It's just injured.
It's just
they injured the internet.
If it's just slowed down for a second, I don't
know. And here's the thing too. And what does Baby Yoda look like to you?
I know, like kind of like a gremlin, right?
Yeah.
Is that Disney?
No.
Yeah, I definitely got.
I have no authority to affirm or to affirm or to confirm or deny that.
But baby, are you a Star Wars fan?
Anyway, it looks like a freaking gremlin, but it's cute. It is really cute.
It's
and
cute, yeah.
You can use it for anything. Like, oh, this is how I look at my boyfriend when he says, "Let's go to lunch." You know, like
what?
Yeah, I saw some girl wrote that. Like, oh, this is how I look at my plate of food when we get there. You know, like so literally everything is Baby Yoda.
Yep.
This is how I wake up. Really?
Okay. That's gonna be my new heart emoji face. I'm just gonna
Baby Yoda everything.
Baby Yoda everything.
Hashtag BY.
Hashtag Baby Yoda.
Hashtag Baby Yoda, I guess. Would
BY.
Probably better.
Tommy, are you a Star Wars fan?
I wish, and I was just saying this last night, I wish that I was a Star Wars fan. Actually, I do. I'm not.
You're not. I can say, it's safe to say that I am. I've seen them all. I've seen them.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did. Yep. And I'm probably going to go see this one. For example, so these huge
I
epic
wish
movies,
that I could be super excited like that. You know, like I envy you a bit because I do wish that this was like, oh my God, and I was really excited about it, but I don't know how I didn't get into it.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I'm a fan for sure. Like, I'm really excited to go.
You're all
to
like,
see it. Yeah. What's that one?
What is this? You want to know? You want to know what this is?
One?
Creepy.
Ooh, Baby Yoda.
Baby
do it again.
Yoda.
Do it again. Do it again.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
All right. Star Wars. Did you have more? Did you have more news on Star Wars?
No, I was just gonna say with those big epic films, like let's say like the Avengers or Star Wars or all these things. What I really appreciate about them is the new sort of technology and special effects that they have. That's what I find the most impressive. Is like, whatever storyline, go either way. But when it actually comes to what these people can do now. In the edit room and in everything like that, I just find it to be completely nuts.
Oh, it's amazing. We actually watched, what was the movie? It was a movie from George Lucas, and it came after Star Wars. And it said, I guess they had written this movie, crap, and it slips my mind right now. But they had written it, he had written it way before Star Wars, but he had to wait until the technology was there before they could do it. Which is interesting because he did Star Wars, which used a lot of CGI, right? A lot of computer graphic integration, whatever that means.
Ooh.
Yeah,
integrated now.
And so it's just weird that this other movie, which wasn't sci-fi per se, It just had like little people. Willow. It was Willow.
It was Willow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he said that had been written long, like for a while, but he had to wait for the technology to be available.
You know,
to
the actor Willow, which I can't remember his name. He has a show in the UK. He's a game show host. And I was in the UK and I was flipping through the channels and I was like, "That's freaking Willow!"
That's dope.
Yep.
I recognized a few people from Willow actually. Then there was the one guy, African American guy. He was recently in Bad Santa.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So anyway,
Star Wars,
just
Baby
Star
Yoda.
Wars, baby Yodes,
Baby Yodes.
baby #baby Yodes. Okay, and we have to touch on this because it is it's sad, but it's also it seems like it may be a cautionary tale. Juice World.
Yes, so
who's the rapper?
Yes.
Chicago rapper.
So I just read the headline. What happened?
So okay, yeah. From what I can gather from everything that I've looked at, it seems that there were drugs and guns being confiscated from him when he was traveling by plane, and it apparently he allegedly he took a bunch of the, I think it was Percocet, to try to hide it. And that caused him to have seizures and eventually pass away.
Okay, so it was from taking prescription.
That correct? Yeah, that's what I read. I'm not sure what was the details of what was seized. I'm sure all that will come out, but it's still kind of breaking news. But the one thing that I read that hopefully will be a trend amongst these youngsters and middlesters and oldsters.
The middlesters, that's right.
Trippie Redd apparently is another fella kind of up and coming. I gotta be honest. I don't listen to that music, that new style of
that
hip
trip
hop.
hop.
It's just no. I mean, whatever. I appreciate that people love different kinds of music. Obviously, right?
Yeah, but now we're at that age where we're like, oh, well, back in my day when we listened to the hippity hoppity,
the hippity
hoppity.
You talk about like Bone Thugs. You talk about Tupac or Big, and people are like,
give us
what?
some Dre. Just give us
Boo!
some...
Like, huh? Outkast. Boo! What?
Yeah, go back. That's
They
good
were
songs.
great.
Good songs.
Anyway,
getting...
Trippie Redd apparently vows to quit drugs following Juice WRLD's death. So, if his peers can look at this as something like, hey, maybe we better be careful. That's a good thing, right? So hopefully something good comes out of this. That's the silver lining. Condolences to friends, family, and fans, though, of this young guy. He was young. He had just turned 21 recently, I believe.
He's too young.
Super young. So very sad tale. Let's move into some more, I guess, uplifting.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
News.
Yeah.
What you got?
Death. Wait.
I put you on the spot, huh?
You sure did.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, I told you. I checked off all my things. Those are the ones.
Oh, those are all your things?
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's all the things you have?
I told you I just had 3.
Oh. You stole my 3.
Well, those are the top ones.
You cheated off of my paper.
I did not look at your
totally
paper.
Cheated off my paper.
I so did not.
It's all good. One thing that I wanted to talk about, and I thought you might have some insight into this.
Okay.
Lizzo. Did you have you heard the news?
I have not heard the news.
Okay. I'm curious to see how you react about this. So she's a bit risque at times, right? She did the movie recently.
I saw it.
The Hustlers.
I saw it.
And obviously that was had some racy moments.
Good for her.
Which she also would put on her social media. I think all that's well and good. But she's injuring the internet.
She's not breaking it. She's bending it.
She's bending the internet. She was